Hey everybody, Rick here. Today is Monday, August 21st, the day of the total eclipse. So I happen to live smack dab in the middle of it. So I am in Kansas City, or a little suburb outside of Kansas City. And here in the garden in the backyard, we will be able to experience the full thing as the path runs right through Kansas City. So that's an exciting thing. And something that I want to talk to you guys about, I've never done it in a video before. You know, I've talked about soil preparation and the different vegetables that I grow, compost tea. But there is a energy that I use that I might have mentioned it a couple years ago or so. But I have several of these in my garden. And these are called Orgone pyramids. So it's the energy that I use that I believe really helps out the my plants as well. And I will probably end up doing a complete video series, well, not series, but things on it. This is called selenite. So it's another crystal, and they're just in various areas of my garden. And you know, I grow because I believe in being in harmony with Mother Earth and being able to get the benefits in the ground as well as the air and all of the energy that happens within it. So I just wanted to show you guys that here on the day of the eclipse. But let's do a quick run through on some of the veggies that is going on here. So I am getting ready to do a fall bed here. What I've been doing is dehydrating a lot of stuff, and I made some cucumber chips, so I actually know what to do with all my extra cucumbers now. So I'm gonna probably end up dehydrating a lot of stuff here. My celery, I picked some of this stuff here in the front. I took it to where the community garden where I'm a master gardener and gave a bunch of stuff away, and they absolutely loved it, which is great because this is a lot that I still don't know what to do with. So my comfrey, again, courtesy of Old Alabama Gardener. And if you haven't been to his channel, definitely check him out. He's a wealth of knowledge. So he sent me some of these a while back, and what I've been making is actually comfrey smoothies. And that might be a little controversial, but I've been doing it for quite a while now, and you know, I'm actually enjoying the benefits of that. So I mixed in some comfrey and some mugwort and some lion's tail, as well as some apples from apple tree, and it actually turned out really good. So I'm gonna come out and harvest my tarragon and my marjoram one more time before I get rid of those beds there. And then the peppers, look at this monster here. This guy is huge. So that is a, what is that? That's an Anaheim. Anaheims are turning red. And so I have a few more there. So harvesting peppers like crazy as well. It's been a madhouse. It's been a really successful year for peppers. So I haven't picked any poblanos yet, but those are actually about ready as well. So my dill, I'm just letting it do what it does now. So I'm done harvesting all the dill. I done made all the pickles I think I can stand. The ghost peppers, what I'm gonna do is actually pick those, and I'm gonna dry them, and I'm just gonna leave them in a bag and probably turn them, some of them into powder. But for someone that doesn't like hot peppers, that was actually fun to grow. So I may actually, I'd like to try the Carolina Reaper next year, and maybe the Scotch Bonnet and some other things. So just for the heck of it. All right. Uh-oh, something broke here. So it looked like it just broke too. Wow, that was a big, that's actually a lot of peppers on that one. So didn't notice that till now. So I'm gonna take that inside after this video is done. So automatic watering has been exceptionally well. Let's see. Uh-oh. Gypsy pepper broke also, and that's fine because I'm gonna actually come out and harvest a bunch of these here. Let's see here. The Virginia Gold tobacco. Uh-oh. Something's eating that one. That looks like some type of caterpillar. But again, this is just an ornamental plant now, so I'll come out and spray it with neem oil and see what happens here. Okra is doing way better than I thought. So my red burgundy okra and Clemson spineless on the other side. Coming out, pick this stuff every other day. So I just took a bag to my dad. I'd have made a 2.5 gallon bag of cut okra that we're gonna use for fried okra. And so I have caught a bunch of Japanese beetles that I keep under. They're actually in there. And that's soapy water. So trying to keep a grip on them, and I'm not seeing any right now, and that's a good thing. Pimento peppers. So they're there. That one looks like it's going bad. Those are great peppers. Oh my goodness, those things are so delicious. And I picked the last of the eggplant, I believe. Oh, I got another one coming along there. So eggplants are doing really well also. And the peanuts, I'm not sure what's gonna happen with them. I'm just gonna leave them in the ground. We'll see what happens here. And that is a watermelon plant that I put out way late. Way late, so I don't think it's probably going to make it before the cold. Here are my banana plants. So they're actually livening up now. They looked half dead when I actually transplanted them out there. So I need to come out and get some weeding done out of here. But they're actually doing okay. My blueberries. So nothing this year, but they will definitely probably be producing next year. And then the dragon fruit. So not really much to talk about on those just yet. The ones in the 5 gallon buckets. So we'll see what happens here. All right. The Moringa is doing well. So I was watching some more videos about pruning these jokers. And kind of understand why I'm not getting so many leaves now, because I didn't prune it in the beginning. But there's a fellow named Agro Suede. I love his videos. So he has videos on moringas that I'm gonna end up probably cutting this one way back here during when I get ready to overwinter it. And the turmeric is doing wow. This plant has gotten huge, and I bought some roots off of Amazon. I didn't know if they were gonna make it or not, but they're actually turning out pretty well. So cucumbers are doing okay. So it's actually end of the season now, so I'm not getting any new ones and just leaving these hang here. So I'm still regularly watering them. So these guys are actually still really good, but this is just kind of a conversation piece now. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna end up doing with a lot of these, but if they're still edible, I'll cut them up and make them into chips as well. And all these dead leaves here, this is actually from a loofah plant that I pulled up out the ground. Had one on the end here and one on the end there. Anyway, it covered this trellis and made its way all the way here. So I pulled that up 3 days ago, and all the dying leaves of those and everything still alive is the cucumbers. So they're doing okay. Another part of the spiritual energy that I use, these are crystals that I wear, so I'm actually going to recharge them during the solar eclipse. So this is amethyst, this is citrine, and this is selenite. And this is my wife's over here. This is black tourmaline and selenite. So we use those. Well, I wear mine every day, and it's just one of those things that I've always been on a spiritual end of my journey, if you will. So always being in connection with Mother Nature. So I just wanted to wear those and kind of show you guys that. So I'll recharge them when I feel necessary. And this seems like to be a perfect time to recharge them. Toothache plant. So I haven't come out and harvested any yet. I need to, but it's just been, this garden is being amazing work, and just haven't got around to that. This is a wormwood and plantain. Just something I'm just growing in pots. So this is a very eaten Brussels sprout plant that I just had an extra, didn't really know what I wanted to do with it. And this is rue. So heard a lot of controversial stuff about rue, but I'm gonna end up drying this, turn it into a powder, and we'll see what happens here. The tomatoes have done so well this year. You know, I'm picking them and giving a majority of them away. I'm actually giving everything away now that I can, and eating out of the garden as well. These cherry tomatoes are great. So this has been an exceptionally well year. I guess I shouldn't eat that on camera. For my tomatoes, the Chadwick cherries have been really proficient. The black vernissage. This has been a really cool tomato, but I'm probably not going to grow it next year. It looks cool and everything. It's not as great a tasting tomato as I like, though. So what my wife's been doing is making sauce out of it, and I use some for some salsa. And the lemon fire, I probably won't be growing this one next year either. As cool as a tomato as it wasn't as proficient as the other ones, and the vine just seemed to stop right around 4 feet tall anyway. So I'm not sure what's going on with that one, but I will be growing these next year. This is the Creole Originals, and this is a perfect size tomato. It turned out to be a great slicer. It is a really great tomato as far as taste as well, and this guy is still producing. So, but again, we're getting toward the end of the season, so I'm getting a lot of dying stuff off of there, which is normal. Lost one of my strawberry barrels. It fell. So one of the legs broke off, and that was a chance that I took because it wasn't treated wood that I put down there. I just stained it, and it eventually cracked, and rest in peace, barrel. So I'm gonna actually take these other legs off and probably rebuild it and sell these. So I don't want to grow strawberries in these barrels anymore. So it was a fun experiment. So then again, I might actually just try to grow some kind of a green out of it. But it turned out okay. So it produced well, but it was more care than I'd like to give it as far as with barrels go. So the corn is actually ready. So, well, some of it is ready. So this is the glass gem corn, and it turned out decent for backyard garden corn. So not as proficient as I'd like, but it's enough to make some cool ornaments out of these here. And then my Japanese popcorn, all of that's ready. So, and I've checked that and actually got some kernels out of them, and I haven't tried to pop them yet, but I just wanted to see how they come off of there. And my amaranth, it is, some of it, we had a big windstorm, some of it's broken here, and but I still have plenty in the back. So I'm gonna end up harvesting probably a majority of the greens. The leaves, I'm gonna dry those off, and I'm just gonna make like a super green powder for there. And then my cucamelons, I'm tired of picking them. So yeah, these things have just been exceptionally well this year also. So we'll go forward from there. Purple whole peas, they are so ready to be picked, and I just need to get some kind of a priority to get on out here and get it. And all these weeds back here, man, this is crazy. Oh, look at this. I have no, wow, this is my privacy fence. This is a cucamelon that's actually found a hole and went through. I should go to the other side and look how far it is. That's on my neighbor's side. Oh wow, this thing is long. Oh, are you serious? Wow. Oh man, that had to get like 2 feet long. Oh, yeah, the plants seem to find a way through cracks and crevices. So here, I went ahead and pulled the loofah out. I was getting a bunch of vine. I did not get a single fruit off of that trellis there. So I went ahead and just pulled it off. And then some of the trial tomatoes. are back here. So this is just kind of a plethora of stuff. So these actually, these turn out really good also. So I don't know the variety of them, but they turn out great. And then my tomatillos. So I feel them forming in there. We probably still got a ways to go, but I'm planning on making some salsa verde with these. So some recipe that I found online with tomatillos, and then the midnight grapes and the cherries and things like that, all from the Kansas State University. So, all right, let's go over to the apple tree. It's actually ready. And this is the stuff that I've been putting in our green juice. My wife and I green juice. So, don't know the variety of these. If you guys actually know the color and can tell, I'd appreciate some kind of a heads up of it. So I thought it was some type of Fuji apple or Gala or something like that. I don't know. But these are actually really good also. So, okay guys, announcement. Some point a few days ago, I hit 2,000 subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to be doing a giveaway for 5 people. What I'm going to do is give away seed packets from rareseeds.com. That's Baker Creek. That's where I get a majority of my seeds from. And so like, subscribe, comment on this video. So I'll be giving this to people that are pretty active on my channel. So I'm going to be picking out 5 people in probably the next 3 weeks to a month. And what I want you to do is go to rareseeds.com. That's Baker Creek's website. Rareseeds.com for anybody that's a winner. And you can get a seed pack with a value up to $5. And I will order it for you and send it to you and enjoy. So if you always wanted to try something new, that's a good place to go and look and find and see if you can get some cool stuff. That's where every single one of my tomatoes on my tomato cage came from this year. So I wanted to try all brand new stuff for tomatoes, and that's where all of them came from Baker Creek. And even the cucumbers, the Japanese long, the Ancash on the back side, those all came from Baker Creek. And then on this side it was a Boston pickling that I picked up from a nursery around here. And then the okra, the Clemson spineless, which is common, and then the red burgundy came from there as well. So majority of stuff did. So all right guys, I'm gonna wrap this video up. Thank you for watching. If you're in view of the eclipse, enjoy it. So we got kind of an overcast right now, but we'll see what happens here. All right guys, have a good one, and we'll see you later. Sir Dudley. Bye guys.